let's give it a taste.
Whoa! Didn't see that coming.
Hey, welcome back to dinner time in my household again. I'm making another saved meal. This one is coming from Facebook, so it's somewhere between 6 and 12 years old that I saved this recipe during whatever cauliflower phrase was happening, because today we're going to be making Eating Well's cheesy pull-apart cauliflower with marinara. Because it's Eating Well, it is going to be healthy. I think it's a little bit more low sodium. Do keep that in mind. I really appreciate you coming back to my channel. If you could subscribe, like, and comment, that would be great. I am steadily growing, but I'm still a very small channel. All the support I can get, I really appreciate. The first thing that we're going to do is to preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then we're going to wash our cauliflower and trim off the bottom so that way it'll sit flat on our baking sheet. I know that cauliflower was all the rage many years ago with food trends. I don't know. I'm here for food trends, to be honest. I really love vegetable food trends in particular. We still eat a lot of kale chips around this household, and I like all things cauliflower. I know cabbage was big the last couple of years, which I was stoked on because I love cabbage.
Let's do a shallow dive into popular food trends over the last 15 years. Spiralized vegetables or zoodles were really popular, especially with zucchinis. I was a big fan, I still am. There's a cruciferous takeover with kale, and also veggie glow-ups. Formerly unpopular veggies like Brussels sprouts have gained popularity, as well as cabbage core, because cabbage has emerged as a trendy ingredient due to its versatility, affordability, and prevalence in fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut. Cauliflower's versatility can be seen in rice, pizza dough, buffalo wings, and whole roasted cauliflower. Oh, and check out this funny cartoon AI made me about the different cauliflower trends.
So I don't know. I think some people are kind of down on food trends, but I'm here for it. Also, wanted to point out in the background here that this is all that's left of my gigantic showstopper cookie 3D cookie structure that I made in my last video. If you haven't seen that or any of my videos in that series, I also have a series where I'm making all the Great British Baking Show recipes, or almost all. And the last one I did was a showstopper challenge where I had to make a 3D cookie scene. It took 8.5 hours, 8 hours, and it was really hard. I wanted to give up multiple times. We gave a lot of it away to our neighbors, but mostly my family's been eating it, so that's great. Let's get started with our cauliflower. So the next thing that we need to do is to brush our cauliflower with olive oil and put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, and then put it in the oven to bake for 50 to 60 minutes. And then it's going to have to rest for 15 minutes before we do the next step.
Our cauliflower head has been roasting in the oven for about an hour. I was hoping that it wasn't gonna take that full hour, but it did. So here we are an hour later. Hello. The next thing that we need to do is actually to pre-brown our panko, which I feel kind of skeptical about, because then we're going to then we're gonna spread the florets of the cauliflower and stuff the cheese in there, and then put the panko on there and then broil it. So I just feel a little skeptical that pre-browning the panko is going to be necessary, but we'll do it. So we're gonna brown the panko with olive oil, and then we're gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning to it. Overall, I feel like this might not be that successful. It did burn on the top, as I thought, and then it was very difficult to get all of the cheese cooked without burning the panko. But we'll see. We'll give it a chance. I'm gonna make this a meal with my family with a bunch of random Costco things. I like to have a bunch of random Costco things on hand that can be really easy to make. So we're gonna have the teriyaki meatballs and the spinach ravioli with this, and maybe some Costco pesto also on the side. So that'll be our full meal. Let's give it a taste. That basil really helps give it a kick, as far as just like lifting it up. It definitely tastes like a little bit like an eggplant parmesan. It is really good, actually. It surprises me that I actually really like it. I mean, I would actually definitely make this again. I was super skeptical, but I do actually really like it. It'll be really yummy. Next time we make a saved meal, I'm actually busting out a recipe that I tore out of a magazine. So it was actually in my little box, my paper box. I'm noticing that it has a date on it. It's from Food Network magazine, March 2016. So that's fun. I don't know which one of these items I was looking for, either the charred caraway cabbage or the cheddar and herb box tea. So I'm probably gonna make them both. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So I thought that would be really fun. And it'll also go with the rye rolls that I have to make for my next Great British Baking Show bake. Please come back and join me next time. I'm really enjoying this series and actually getting to all these saved meals. And I hope that it inspires you to also start making your own saved meals, because if we don't make them, then they just sit there, and I don't know. I don't know why we do this. Why are we doing it? Let's make these things. All right, bye, see ya.
Today we're going to be making blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Okay. Okay.